Welcome to the ABINGERS podcast, where we assemble weekly to binge the MCU and all things nerd, old and new. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, X, and Threads, TikTok, ABINGERS podcast, ABINGERS podcast. Give us a like, a comment, and let us know what you think of the show. You want to see the video version of the show? YouTube.com/The ABINGERS. See our beautiful faces over there and let us know what you think. But I'm just one of your hosts. My name's Brandon. I can't do it alone. Emmy, how you doing?
I'm doing beautiful.
Nice.
Please.
She is feeling and doing beautiful. How are you, Keith?
I feel like I'm working for the weekend.
Oh,
which
aren't
is
we
my
all?
favorite 80s song.
Oh, man. Is that
Yeah.
Loverboy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
No, I'm
Loverboy.
double checking that after I confirmed.
I like Loverboy. I love that song. So, yeah. Speaking of Loverboy, what if season 2? That was a horrible segue. Fuck. What if season 2, episode 2? If you have not watched What If season 2, episode 2, do not listen any further. We're going to spoil it right away. So if you watched it, great. If you haven't, what if Peter Quill attacked Earth's mightiest heroes? Man, it's getting intense. Let's just say that.
Damn.
Yeah. When I read that title, I was like, holy shit, by the way. Like Peter Quill. And I didn't think it was gonna be Kid Peter. You know, it was like, oh, what if Tiny Peter? Well, that sounds weird too.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready for it. But if you have not watched
Pim Particle Peter.
Pim Particle Peter, if you have not watched What If season 2, episode 2, do not listen any further. We're gonna spoil it. We're gonna do a quick take on it. So leave. Okay. All right. God, thank God they're gone. All right. Now, let's get to our thoughts. Emmy, we saved you for last episode. You're going to go first this episode. What did you think of What If season 2, episode 2?
Okay. I like this one a lot more than episode 1,
Yeah.
but episode 1 literally buried the bar underneath land. So
Oh my God.
You hate episode 1 more than any episode from the first season?
Yeah. 100
Wow. That's strong. That's
Yeah.
strong. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. And I think that the bad taste in my mouth from episode 1 going into episode 2, I was like, I hate this.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
But-
it didn't help at
But
all.
I did like this a bit more. I really liked the retro Avengers, like the team they put together. I
Mhm.
thought was
Yeah.
really cool.
Yes. Agreed.
I liked the background and some new kind of like future history with Tony's parents. I put here. I still wasn't on board. I still wasn't like, oh, I can't wait to watch the rest of all these episodes of What If. I hope
I
that wasn't
never
it.
imagined Emmy would be the one shitting on the show so hard. This
I
is
know, I'm
hilarious.
so
Well, you did
sorry.
put it second last. You put the season 1 was second last, I think, or third
Yeah,
last. for you.
I just watched
Yeah.
this right before we recorded. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it was second last.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And wait, I think oh no. Okay. Whenever I think that maybe I might figure it out once we get to episode 4 why it didn't hit for me. But stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Hey,
All right.
damn.
Keith, we're gonna get you second. What did you think of episode 2?
I like, honestly, any time that we're reminded that these superheroes existed earlier than the years that the movie started coming out, because these comic books and Marvel in general, comic books have been coming out for decades, and it's cool to dive back into a history that we've established with the MCU and see, oh, this person would have been around, yeah, and this person, like, already starting with Hank Pym as old as he is in the first Ant-Man movie.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta show him younger. He's been doing it for years. He was doing it, for the army covertly, and Shield. Like, yeah. So it is. I really enjoyed this episode. I think it was a lot of fun. I'll leave it there. It felt like a movie in 30 minutes, which was, the pacing is so improved from season 1.
Yeah. This is honestly. Let's just play a hypothetical game. Let's play the hypothetical game that we've watched 4 episodes of What If. Okay. And just
Crazy.
there's
Crazy.
the first
Already
4,
crazy.
the first 4 of season 2. If we have done that, I want to say that this is my favorite episode of the 4. I liked this one the most because of the retro Avengers. I thought it was really cool to see Dr. Bill Foster, obviously Goliath. I really, really enjoyed seeing Howard Stark and kind of the contrast with Winter Soldier. It was jarring, and I liked it a lot. Also, as soon as they said we're putting a team together, the first thing I said was Hank Pym. Like, I said it out loud while watching it, and there's Hank. And I love that it was Michael Douglas voicing it. I mean, it sounded great. Michael Douglas, I think as well as they showed him de-aged in Endgame, as well as the first Ant-Man movie as well. It was so quick for me to see him as a younger Hank Pym. I love that. Yeah. And so, yeah, between all that and King T'Chaka, are you fucking kidding me? Hell yeah. Awesome. Wendy Lawson, fucking awesome. I really, really dug this team, and as well as Peggy Carter pulling some strings behind it was everything I wanted. The villain, in a weird way, is, yes, it's Ego and Peter Quill, and I don't know. This was sped up so quick, but I felt like I was right in the third act of a movie, as opposed to, okay, I'm just getting whisked into what the fuck is going on. I felt like, shit, we're at the climax of this. This is cool. And I think that was what I really enjoyed so much about this episode. It didn't feel like it was shoehorning a whole lot. It just felt like I was in the middle of something that was already a runaway train, and I just got on. And it was really cool for that.
Choo-choo, bitch.
Choo-choo, bitch. Yeah. So I'm going to say it. Yeah, this one, a whole lot of fun. Whole lot of fun. Very, very cool. And Peter Quill and Hope, like, hey, maybe there's, what's going on?
Maybe there's hope.
Maybe there is hope, for Peter after all. So anyway, I liked it. I really, really liked it. This one, actually, I'm going to say it. It's probably one of my favorite What If episodes, period. Not season 2.
We've only seen 2.
Out of hypothetical 4 episodes of season 2, and all of season 1 is not hypothetical. I have seen all that. This is probably number 1 or 2. That the Black Panther one as Star-Lord is really up there as well. But yeah, this one's really, really good. So
if I'm pretending that I've seen 4 episodes of season 2 right now,
just pretending.
I'm just pretending. I'd say this is my second favorite.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get into that later.
Okay.
But to your point about Michael Douglas coming back and being Hank Pym, nearly all of the voice actors came back for this episode, except for Chris Pratt. I don't know why he just couldn't get his octave up, I guess.
No. He's playing Garfield. He's busy playing Garfield.
Oh, he's
yeah.
Don't get me started on that fucking. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's busy stealing our entire 80s and 90s childhood. Garfield, Legos, Mario, Marvel. What is he not in? Fuck.
And people keep going back to he was so beloved in Lego Movie, in the Lego Movie.
Jurassic
Doesn't it
Park.
make perfect sense that he would be Mario and Garfield?
No.
Make any sense.
No, that is not an argument. Anyway, so he's busy stealing our childhood. That's what he was doing. So, yeah.
The cast of this is insane. Like everybody, Haley Atwell, John Slattery, Lawrence Fishburne, Annette Bening. Like, this is a star-studded fucking episode of a 30-minute cartoon on a streaming service. It's so strange to me that they got this. That's the craziest cast I've ever heard for a 30-minute special. That's awesome.
A 30-minute cartoon special of all things too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's fucking rad. I fucking dig it. So
yeah. I got some cool bits, but you're absolutely right about the Howard and Winter Soldier. The fact that they even in 30 minutes got a little side arc for Bucky and Howard to have a resolved kind of thing for us, just to play with, what if he didn't just beat his face to a
keep
pulp
in mind, this is
and
1980.
kill Tony's dad.
Keep in mind, this is 1988. There's still time between December 16th, 1991. All right, let's just it can still happen. It can still happen. But I do think you're right. I love the arc that they told beforehand. I think you're spot on. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Completely agreed.
Okay. And I really like the Goliath Ant-Man dynamic as well. Wasn't ready for that.
Yeah.
Fucking A. I felt like it was better told here than it was in Ant-Man 2. Like, it's,
and
I can't believe I'm saying that. But
Fishburne
yeah.
Goliath got some of the best lines
Yes.
in this episode just for comedy, and I could listen to Lawrence Fishburne read me a sports almanac, and not only would it be incredibly buttery and deliciously relaxing, I would fall asleep because it's sports. So it's just, I want to hear that now, right now. So Lawrence Fishburne, please, if you're ever not having any work, which I don't think he's ever been starved for work.
I don't think he has either. Yeah.
Fall back on that.
Yeah.
You know?
I will say,
reading sports almanacs to Keith.
so
yeah, just to me. Don't put it out for the world to hear. Just hit me up.
So yeah, that's all three of our thoughts there. Real quick, Amy, I'm going to do the quick plot, and then we'll kind of go back to your thoughts. It's Project Pegasus. There's this huge thing going on with Ego, the expansion, and basically the sun of the Earth and the stars, which is Star-Lord. Obviously, we see that the armies of the 9 realms have perished per Thor, and Peter Quill just causing a shitstorm, but he comes to Earth kind of like, I want to go on a Ferris wheel and also fuck up a few things too. So a little conflicted there. But there's there's obviously the seedling, it's awakening, it's Masters Nears. There's a lot of things going on, very similar to the Guardians 2 plot. And so Ego, he's right away. Yondu delivered Peter to Ego, and this is kind of what it would have been like if that had occurred, and right away, not waiting until he's grown, like, here he is right now, let's take over, here we go. And it's really
6 months
they suit up, and it's really, really a cool story. Hope obviously sees, oddly enough, hope in Peter. She communicates with him, figures out that, hey, he really isn't this bad of a guy, and he's conflicted himself. This is his home. This is a place that means the most to him. It takes over into the form of a bunch of Ego dirt clods, and they just then a big dirt mound, and then it's like, get a fucking Swiffer and fucking vacuum that shit up. I don't know, but
or roll, fucking giant man, roll. Why did he not roll?
Oh my god.
That I think is my biggest gripe of this episode. That is
such a good critique. That is such a goddamn...
Why didn't he roll?
Why didn't he fucking roll? Damn it, Amy.
Steamroll,
all right,
baby.
thank you for joining us for episode 2 of the Avengers. That's it. That's the whole point. That's it.
Yep.
There's nothing else. Yeah,
Done.
bye. All right, see ya.
Never mind. I don't like this episode at all anymore.
Yeah, see ya. No, I'm joking. But that's a really good take. But no, I think that was, but it really was. It was cool to see the team up. It's cool to hear Michael Douglas and to, hear Chris Pratt as a young boy. It was really, really awesome. And that's it. And the suit up team, I fucking love it. I was like, I love that it didn't start with a Tony Stark. I love that that's what I love. Like when it feels like it's been here for years, and there was teams, and there was like, because a lot of us think, 2008, or, I know Captain America, I know Captain Marvel, but like, it still feels like 2008 was kind of that central focal point. And to see like, this feels like a more lived in universe. Emmy, stop smelling farts while I'm talking. It feels like a lived in universe. I enjoy that. I appreciate that. This one's going to be hard to beat for me. So anyway, that's kind of the plot. Emmy, why did I fart, and what did you smell?
Yeah.
Okay, you said it. You're glad that it didn't start with a Tony Stark, but it started with a Howard Stark.
Exactly. So the legacy lives on, kind of. He's not as smart as his son, but
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Compassionate enough.
Yeah, I don't know. I just like when this universe feels bigger than Tony, and sometimes I feel like Tony. Get out of here. Shut the... Emmy, I'm done.
Is that like a dick-sized laugh?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
it was. Anytime
God.
you hear it's her thinking about dicks. It's just a bag of dicks. That's all she's thinking about. Shout out, Reds are on fire. But yeah, we'll talk later.
Can you please say the words, thank you for my bag of dicks?
No, not
Okay.
saying it. Not saying
I will say it. Jeremy, thank you for my bag of dicks.
Wait. You got to say it in your best Brandon impression.
Thank you for my bag of dicks.
That was so dead on.
Every time I talk, I do this. I do this little hand. Thank you for my bag. No, you almost got me to say it. I was like, oh fuck, she's done it. No, almost worked.
Oh, we're gonna get him.
No,
We're gonna get him.
No. 5-1 odds. 10-1. I'm gonna get you. I don't know how, but I'm gonna get you.
I'm sorry.
All
I
right.
derailed that hard. Okay.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Anyway, yeah.
You were talking about the feeling of Tony being bigger.
No, it's over now. We're not gonna go back to that. It's done. We've moved forward at this point.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
That was so much more explicit.
Yeah.
The feeling of Tony being bigger.
I don't think I said it like that at all, Amy. I think that's what you heard, but that's not what I said.
It awakened something inside of me. Yeah.
Just felt the girth all of a sudden. Nice.
This is a stupid question. Have you guys read 50 Shades of Grey?
No.
I was only able to get to 40.
Okay. In that book, she talks about her inner goddess a lot. Her inner goddess. Like, oh, my inner goddess is sorry. And that's how I heard what you were talking about.
Nice.
My inner goddess. My inner goddess is a child.
And she's reading that smut?
I know.
My goodness.
I should be better.
Put her to bed.
Yes, I agree.
Turn off your light.
The segue. King T'Chaka.
Yes.
Seeing him get his moment in the limelight.
Oh, wonderful.
That was amazing. That was
Wonderful.
really cool. I loved
Also-
his outfit.
Mm-hmm.
Like his ass kicking outfit.
With like kind of like
Amazing.
where he
With
had
the
Mhm.
draping.
the draping over his shoulder. I thought it was phenomenal. Yeah.
Can I add to that?
Mm-hmm.
No.
No, Keith, shut the fuck up. Sorry, Amy, go on. Don't mind him.
My inner goddess is talking.
Well, I certainly don't want to silence
Oh, silence. Silence it all
Um,
day. What do you got?
the fact it is not only it was something I learned when looking stuff up about this episode is not only did the actor who played younger T'Chaka come back to voice this, that actor is also the son of the guy who plays older T'Chaka, and I had no idea.
Yes.
Fuck up.
Yes. You guys didn't know
Isn't
that?
awesome?
I
didn't
knew
know
that. I actually knew that.
So cool.
Amy, you
The
just
guy-
completely
wait,
blew
okay.
her mind. Yes.
So in the beginning of Black Panther,
Yes.
Yeah.
the guy who plays
Yeah, they didn't just pick someone who sounds and looks just like him.
It's really
They
his
picked
son.
his son.
It's really his son.
What? Really?
Did we
Lineage.
not say that in our review? I thought we
Well,
did.
if we
Maybe
did,
you
I
did.
forgot.
It was a while
There you
back.
go.
We reviewed it in 2020, but I swear to you, I thought we talked about it. But yeah,
It's 2023
Maybe
for
we
a couple
did.
more days. No one has to remember nothing these days.
That's true.
Everybody
That's
writes shit
almost
down on
4
their
years
phones and
ago.
records it.
Hey guys,
fuck.
time doesn't exist right now. Okay, like
Whoa.
nobody knows anything. What day is it?
Okay. Yeah.
Who knows?
Amy, just because Amy's not going to school, she's like, fuck
I think
it.
it's Schmur's Day.
It's something like that.
The
What
other
if-
thing that's cool is there's
Yes.
a Black Panther animated series coming out that apparently is going to jump around in time.
Oh.
So we will probably get to meet this mysterious Black Panther father of T'Chaka who gave the vibranium to make the cap shield at some
that would
point.
be fucking phenomenal. Oh, sign me up.
Right. Which loved the touch that they were like, yeah, we lent you some vibranium, and somebody said something about making a frisbee out of it, and he's like, oh, but we lost it in the Arctic.
Yes. Just how quick it is. Just how
Throwaway lines, but
they're
like
good.
Yeah.
I was like, I saw that. I see what you did there.
And some wink and a nod to those that have paid attention and watched the
Yeah.
MCU. It's wonderful. Yeah, I agree.
There's so many good throwaway lines in there, like Howard Stark saying, "Sure, blame the absentee father." I love that
Yes.
so much.
Yes.
I
So
think that
good.
he himself is
Mm-hmm.
kind of that guy sometimes. Yeah.
Yep. Exactly.
And when he says the girl was right, and Peggy says, I wish I had that printed on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that.
It was really cool to see the relationship built in the first Captain America movie kind of blossoming in a new way, because not only does Howard and Peggy know each other for all this time, but they both know Bucky. They both have that relationship, and we've only ever seen it from Steve's point of view, not theirs. So it's just cool to
and what
Yeah, and
sorry.
I felt that whenever Bucky first is shown,
Mhm.
and Howard says something like the man we knew is long gone, or something like that, and I was like, I like kind of like sat there and I was like, wait a minute, the man they oh yeah, they did know him.
Yeah.
And And like it was like a holy shit moment. Like
Yeah.
that's really cool.
And going back to the original Ant-Man, we saw this just for a glimpse with Peggy, Hank, and Howard in the very first Ant-Man movie, and to see it here just a little bit more, fleshed out was appreciated for me. It just, I don't know, I really liked it. So it's all those points, but just on a bigger, yeah, I would say a bigger scale.
It gives those
More
moments
fleshed
more
out,
weight.
yeah.
It gives them gravitas.
Yeah, I liked it.
And Hank saying, I've tried so hard to keep all of this technology out of the Stark's hands, and like all that just interconnectedness. I'm starting to like this episode a little bit more.
It's a good one. It's a good one
Than I did initially.
Yeah. Yeah, this one's solid. This one actually, like, I was like, oh damn. After this episode, I was like, bring on What If season 2. Okay, this one's pretty rock solid.
For me, this was like a redemption arc for Michael Douglas, being in a What If episode, because with that episode where someone takes out all the Earth's mightiest heroes in season 1, I hated that Hank was evil. By the end, I was so pissed. I was like, "Fuck off!" I would never. Yeah, I'd never believe that.
Exactly.
But yeah.
I think one of my issues though is I would love to see that team up, that like 80s team up of like Earth's mightiest heroes all together. But I didn't like the antagonists they were teaming up against. Like it wasn't Ego for me, Peter Quill for me. Like that wasn't that was the issue for this episode. It wasn't. I'm not gonna say he's not a Thanos level villain. It just like,
yeah,
I don't know. I just something about that. I was just like, bleh.
That leads to one of my nitpicks for this episode.
Yeah, what's the nitpick?
The nitpick for me is the animation that the strides that they've made in animation for action sequences and tech sequences and very cool stuff, very, very cool backdrops is great. They've made strides for sure. The one thing that they can't seem to get right is mouth movements and hair. And I'm definitely projecting, because as an artist, I hate looking at older stuff that I've done where I didn't care about hair, and I would just draw it real quick and I would just get it over with because I just didn't think it mattered. And you see the difference when you spend a bit of time on the stuff that's the hardest to do, and hair is one of those things. I just think that Ego, the way he looks, is very silly. And I don't think he's intimidating at all in this. His power is very cool. His voice acting is very good. I love Kurt Russell, but his look was shitty to me.
It's funny because obviously that's the thing about these shows that I think it's just always going to be a struggle, is the stakes just never feel high. Because it just feels like a quick throwaway 30 minutes. Let's just get you on a fun ride and then, get you off of it. Like it doesn't ever feel like, oh, are they going to lose? Or is this shit going to, it always just feels like, okay, they're going to figure this shit out. And Ego, one, he looked like a Ken doll, from the 70s coming down. He just looked like, which Michael Douglas, I guess, kind of looked like that too. Think about it. But back in the day, but
not Michael Douglas, Kurt Russell.
Excuse me, Kurt Russell. But yeah, I just think, I just never could take the threat seriously, as well as a little Peter Quill like got his stuffed animal cut by the head. I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Like that was also a little nitpick for me. It was just kind of like, what? Also communication. Emmy, you have engraved this into my brain, and I blame you for my fucking, because now I critique this all the goddamn time. But it's all because of Emmy saying this several episodes back. Communicate, talk, figure this out. Like Hope talks to Peter, gets to the bottom of it in 5 seconds. She's like, hey, here's a fucking Walkman. Oh, you like Walkmans? This is cool. Oh, you're not a bad kid.
And the girl was right.
Yeah, like just talk it out. Hey, little dude, why are you blowing shit up? You all right? What's going on?
You all right?
Yeah, but like,
all right, what's going on inside?
But no one's doing that. No one's even talking. Like, just put him in a fucking cage and we'll just get it figured out, man. It just, once again, it's like, okay, I love the team up. I loved a lot of the elements, but at the end of the day, it's solved by just saying, oh, he's not that bad. If you just talk to him. Like, it just seems like that trope that Okay. Like, I watched White Christmas over the holiday break, and the whole fucking premise is they don't fucking talk to each other. And it drives me up the fucking wall. She assumes he's an asshole. He assumes she's just moody as shit. And they go their separate ways. And then it's like, oh, he's not an asshole. And she's like, well, I'm sorry for being moody. That's the whole fucking, that's the whole fucking movie. And I don't like that. And that show is just, I don't know. Anyway, White Christmas, shitty movie. Put that in a 1-star review.
On the communication front, I agree with you. I also agree that maybe Wendy Lawson should explain to if she's giving her ship to the Winter Soldier, explain that it blowing up would destroy the planet. How fast do you need to get to that fair that's not that far from New York where they landed to begin with? You don't need the light speed jet that could kill everyone.
Fair.
You need it at the end.
Using that?
Well, you needed it at the end. She needs to save the day, almost as if on cue, Wendy. That was a funny line to me. But the light speed ship was only useful once. And then to point out how dangerous it is to use it every other time, it's really funny.
I was going to say, animation, they have come a long way. Way. And while you were complaining about Kurt Douglas, or not Kurt Douglas.
We are all fucking up, man.
Kurt Russell.
Unfortunately, Michael Douglas's dad is also an actor named Kirk. So now there's a Kirk involved. I'm sorry, I did it. It's my bad.
And a cuck. This is all bad. Emmy, what?
Yep. Cuck Douglas and Kirk Russell.
That child, had you not told me that was Peter Quill, I would have had no fucking clue.
Generic child from
generic white kid.
Chris Pratt can't get the voice right anymore. He can't do it.
Listen carefully. He got it. He nailed it a couple of times.
Oh.
Yeah. He did go, it's a me Mario one time, threw me off, but he did it.
Let's go.
And he also said, I hate Mondays. Where's my lasagna?
And he's also like, whoa, dinosaurs, chill out. Oh, Legos. Everything is awesome.
Blue, I see you.
Shut the fuck up, Chris Pratt. Quit stealing our childhood. God. Fucking asshole. All right. I think that may be a good bow on episode 2.
I miss Chris Fat.
Me too.
Me too.
Guys.
Parks and Rex, Andy Dwyer. That was like before he got cast as Star-Lord that was peak Chris Pratt.
That was it. Well,
whenever he had the broken leg because he fell in the pit.
This is probably peak ABINGERS. You probably should not listen to episode 3 or episode 4 reviews. This is probably our peak right here.
Oh, wait. I had something that was actually somebody at some point in this episode. Okay, because of course I have notes and I have to hit all of them. I won't hit all of them.
Don't hit all of them because we gotta go.
No, somebody had a point. Somebody at some point says, "I have a plan. Retreat." Which is a line from
the Avengers, the very first Avengers, Iron Man. We have I have a plan. Attack.
Yep. Yeah. It was the opposite of that line, exactly. And I liked that.
Yes,
because Tony and Hank are opposites. I don't know. I just fucking pulled that out of my ass.
Sure.
Is that right?
Yeah. No. Totally.
Am I right?
No, it works. Yeah.
Listeners, blow up in the comments about whether or not I'm right. Tony and Hank. Opposites.
Someone right now is like fucking making shortbread cookies. Like, I ain't fucking commenting. Fuck off.
Put down the what did you say they were? Shortbreads? Put down the fucking shortbreads, Lance. And tell us, Lance Bass of NSYNC. I know you're listening.
Allegedly, he listens to the podcast.
Oh my god, I love you. Oh, if you played for a different team, we could be lovers.
All right.
Backstreet Boys?
We could be lovers.
All right, guys, we're wrapping it up. So
I have two more. Okay. Even What If couldn't make that child bad. Like Peter Quill, they couldn't make him bad. Like no matter what, that I think that Peter Quill is a gentle, wonderful, amazing, sweet soul.
Yes.
Led by emotions, as we saw in Infinity War, but yeah, he's a good dude.
But yes,
he didn't mean to fuck up.
He didn't.
I think he's a genuinely good dude.
Team Quill.
Even What If they couldn't make him wholly bad. And then also at the very end of the episode, Wendy gives Goose to the children. and you never say no to a free cat, man.
Mhm.
Oh, I
If
would.
there's one thing I know,
I would. God. Anyone
you
want a
don't
free
say
cat?
no to a free cat.
Anyone want a free cat? I got a free cat. All right, you guys can. Jesus. All right, guys. Well, that's What If Season 2, Episode 2. What if Peter Quill was a dick? We hope you enjoyed.
What if Peter Quill was a dick? But he's not a dick. And at the end of the episode, he's still not a dick.
We're heading on
You-
out. You want
That's
to
true.
you want to support the show? Patreon.com/Adventures Podcast. $1 pays our bills, and you get more dick jokes. It's a win-win for you and for us. Also, you can check us out on Facebook, Instagram, X, Threads, TikTok, Abingers Podcast, ABINGERS Podcast. Also, YouTube.com/The Abingers. Watch a video version of this. Laugh along the way. Get to see Emmy in a hoe hat. It's really, really wonderful.
I made this myself.
She made it herself. Shocking. It looks so high quality. I really would have never imagined. Anyway, we're heading on out.
You would have thought it was Gucci.
Definitely looked Gucci to me. As soon as I saw that, I was like, she didn't make that. So we're heading on out of here. Guys, we'll see you later. Join us for episode 3. We'll drop that in a day or so. We hope you enjoyed this episode. We're out of here. Emmy, Keith, any final words?
Thor's character design in this episode was so much better than Party Thor. So much better. Sorry.
God, I agree.
We could be lovers.
Oh, God.
And that's a fact. We could be lovers.